Going into Nona's brain.
I hate to interrupt, but...
Is the astrolabe ready, Rasputin?
So this water curse on my family...
So this water curse on my family.
The more Lucy comes in contact with water, the more likely she is to remember bad things. So I used the astrolabe to give her an unnatural fear of water. She passed it on to your father, and he passed it on to you.
So... there is no curse?
Rasputin, there's no such thing as magical curses. Please, this is science.
Green Needle Gulch was the one I struggled with the most. It was that dang Psycard hiding behind a tree. It's always something like that. Isn't it? When you can't find something, it's always just like this asinine thing that by itself is one of the weakest items of the game, you know? It itself is nothing, it's just something you collect that if you get enough of them, you get something else, and it's always that kind of stuff. Dude, it's always that. I swear.
Why didn't you just turn Lucretia in to the authorities?
I knew that the real Lucretia was a good person, and would be fine if we could control the Maligula complex inside her. But I knew no one would ever believe that. They'd lock her up, which would just make Maligula more angry, and more dangerous.
Does my dad know?
Your dad thinks this is his mother. He has no idea. It's his aunt. No idea that his mother has been dead for 20 years. But he might remember the truth while we are performing the procedure, as Lucy remembers who she is.
I love how they're just like low-key quivering this whole time. Same thing happened to me in the first game. Tombstones in the game. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I 100%ed the first game, but I might not have actually, because I think that was a time before I was so like, I want to find all of every little thing. Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter anymore.
How are you going to use the astrolabe?
Years ago, I used it to seal the spirit of Maligula
away. Oh my god,
away.
I'm so glad they didn't.
But she is still in there.
Bring back the...
With your help, I'm hoping we can bring it out and destroy it forever.
Animals. Didn't the squirrels try to set you on fire? Something tried to set you on fire. I remember now. Like, it's coming back to me.
What you did to my family was
the Pumas, that's right.
You're right, Rasputin. I was young, and I panicked.
Didn't the squirrels have
But
a power,
that's no
though?
excuse.
Or some of the squirrels?
I just hope we can use the astrolabe to set things right for you and your family.
I got the astrolabe working. I'll go get it started. You two come down when you're ready.
That's my boy.
Okay, bye. Stay away from the water!
Stay away.
I hate to interrupt, but...
Is the astrolabe ready, Rasputin?
Okay, bye. Stay away! Stay away from the water!
I've been 100% the game just this week. Oh. This game or the first Psychonauts? First one. Nice, nice. So I guess we do go to the astrolabe. We just had to go talk to them first for some reason, which is like why, but okay, fine, I guess. The golden acorn for the scavenger hunt. I remember that. Oh, I had to go to the doobly knob.
Okay, I have a feeling I'm about to get into some heavy business. Am I sure I'm ready for this?
You're 10. What?
I'm ready for whatever might happen.
Oh god. I know I keep harping on Raz's age, but it's just... I think back to, for example, when I was 10 years old, and I think, like, if I was put in this kind of a situation, or if I had to experience this or that or the other kind of thing, like...
Took you long enough.
I don't know.
Of course it still works. Otto over-engineers everything.
Cruller, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
Otto, you're looking well fed.
What?
Lord, you sound like your old self.
Well, some things are clear to me now that weren't before. But come on, there's a lot to be done.
Ford! Ford, is it really you?
Cassie! Compton!
And Bob. I'm happy to see all of you again. What's Nick from the mailroom doing here?
That's
Nick
actually
from the
Helmet
mailroom.
Fullbear's brain in Nick's body.
I do love making a grand entrance.
Sounds like Full Bear.
He's in there, all right. But where have you been?
You don't want to know that.
I've missed you so much, Big Bear.
But he was just
I
in the
never
machine,
thought
right?
I'd see everybody together again.
Well, almost everybody.
Maligno. Hey, I remember this place. We used to sneak in here and fool around on the beanbags, remember?
Lucy.
Well, I'm glad they're not petrified of her. I wasn't sure how they would react considering how their last interaction went. Uh-oh. Wait, how did she get in here? Isn't there supposed to be some barrier or whatever? Thank you for the hydrate, Arkham. and
Everybody
welcome. Thank you
ready?
for hanging out. Oh, of course the beanbag chairs float. Why wouldn't they?
Now, this hunk of junk was made by Auto Mentalis. So, there's no telling what might happen.
Oh, what can I say? I was underfunded back then.
But if everything goes well, we might be able to have our dear friend Lucretia back in the circle. For good. Now, you ready?
Kind of.
Kind
You
of.
too, kid.
For real. Okay, I feel a lot better knowing that, like, everyone is kind of going as a group, as opposed to just this small child going in by himself. Yeah, and I agree, Leaf, that is a big moment. What are you doing here? And Leaf, I remember we were talking about, like, who might the mole be in the last episode? Who would give access to...
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to present to you the high-flying,
Oh boy.
death-defying, ironically named Aquato Family Circus. Augustus, Donatella, Dion, Frazee, Rasputin, Murtala, and little baby Creepy. And the most important member of the family, one who's been here the whole time. Nona Aquato, right where she belongs, in the heart of her family.
What is this?
It's a mental construct I made for Lucy, to convince her that she was your grandmother and that she lived with you. Come on, it's time to get her out of here.
You literally put her in a flea circus. Oh, this is like that other level in the first game where you'd
Ew.
like be playing
What
on a
did you
tiny.
step in?
It sounded like a.
Looks like a puddle of goo.
Oh, okay. It sounded like he might have
Ask me.
squished one of the fleas.
Has anyone seen my brother? He was just standing here a second ago.
Ah, here he is.
Oh, well, come on, Raz. It's showtime.
Here he is. Meat circus,
Better play
flea
along with
circus.
this, Raz.
Ah!
We don't want to upset the construct until we have control of the situation. I'll work on Nona.
Okay. So we were talking about the who might be the mole.
Let's go. We're holding up the show.
I'm gonna run everywhere else first because that's what I do.
Leon, please. He's just a baby.
The person who would be able to have access to the head of the Psychonauts. Right, and I was saying, there's only a couple of people that I think would actually have the desire or would benefit from becoming the head of the Psychonauts. And I think that would be somebody like on a power trip. Because I can't think of anything else that would be gained from taking out the head of the Psychonauts. Like, it would be a major shift to the Psychonauts, but I think they have enough people like Mia and Sasha. I mean, even Oleander. Like, I don't think taking out him as the leader would totally disband the Psychonauts. There would probably be some kind of rift and it would shake people out, but I don't think taking him out would dissolve it. So I don't think the motivation was to take apart the Psychonauts altogether, but more to be like, oh no, he can't perform his duties. Someone else is gonna have to, I guess it'll just need to be little old me. You know, that's kind of what I'm suspecting. So we'll see. But in terms of who would want to step over and take leadership, it could be one of the original people. Like, I mean, it could be Otto. I don't really want it to be any of the original people, but I mean, from the first game, it was somebody on the inside, somebody that we'd already known all along. Or it could have been somebody that was picking up the pirate radio waves from that kid's broadcasting show where that's how he was able to get information. Because I think that kid was talking about like if he found sensitive information, he didn't think about, oh, should I broadcast this on the air? Taking out the main guy would also severely weaken. Yes, that's true. There is that. But then, so what? What? They may have mentioned something in the beginning and I've just already forgotten about it. But I don't... There was like that one mission that they went on in the beginning where they went to a casino and they had a lockdown. So like if you had psychic powers, like they wouldn't let you on the floor and like all of this other high security stuff. So I get that. And that also tells us that I don't think it's just the Psychonauts that have psychic powers. There's just, you know, that it's a thing where there's just people in the world that have psychic powers. They sometimes misuse them. The Psychonauts find out about them. They're these rare, somewhat rare, unique cases. And then they'll go and like pluck these people out of their lives and try to train them how to use their powers responsibly, you know, which is like, how do they define using powers responsibly? They're figuring it out as they go, I guess. We talked about that too before, like the ethics of what they're doing. Yeah, no, I agree. It is for cheating. But what I'm saying is they are aware, the casino is aware that psychics exist and they could potentially come in to cheat. As opposed to, it's so rare that casinos, they're like, well, you know what? So it's a prevalent enough problem or potential problem that there is a ban in place. And then there's also been several stories where people were living their normal life or whatever. that happened to have psychic powers that decided to use them to leverage a situation to their own gain, messed stuff up in a really bad way, like the doctor lady, where then the Psychonauts were called in to try to fix the situation, train them how to use their psychic powers, like I said, responsibly, but, you know, how they define responsibility is something they're learning as they go. Case in point with Ford Cruller here, what he did to the Aquatos. So another possibility is the mom, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name, but Raz's mom, if she really has something against psychics. Considering the casinos want you to lose, any outside ability that increases players' odds will be shut down real quick. Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying, like, imagine there were 5 people in the whole world that had psychic powers. I mean, clearly there's this whole organization of people that seems pretty sizable. I mean, the staff is at least in, I'd say there's at least 100 people in that building. I didn't count them all, but it has that feeling of having like, oh, there's like 100 people here between the janitors and the agents, and, you know, they go on all these missions and stuff. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Argum. As far as I've seen with the lore, Psychonauts was put on the world stage because of Maligula, but I wonder what everyone's thoughts on psychics was before that. I know Lobato had a lobotomy because of his psychic powers, so I wonder how marginalized they are. Right. And then lobotomy was just a popular psychiatric treatment in general for a brief period of time in history, so it could just be that they were trying to be historically accurate, where it's like, okay, if this person really did exist during this time period and did these things, how would the world have likely assumed best course of action? Oh, criminally insane. Lobotomize them. You know what I mean? So, basically what I'm saying is, I doubt that it's going to be somebody that we've never heard of in the game, where they just introduce a total stranger. But the only possibility, if they did introduce a total stranger, is, oh, this is the bad guy, is that kid's radio. The second game takes place in the 80s. When was... Okay. How are we supposed to pick up on the fact that this takes place in the 80s? Because, like, all of these guys were in a band, and the music that they played was kind of 60s, 70s-ish. So, like, 20 years before, like you're saying. Unless we need 90s tech, then it's in the 90s. Okay. But then they also have, like, a flying spaceship? According to Google. More so, vibes. Okay, I mean, interesting. So Raz is older than me. Cool. You know, that's fine. So then this could be stories that Raz is telling his grandchildren. Like, if they made a third game, right? Like, this could eventually wrap around to, oh, that's how I met your mother, right? I take it as the way the Fallout does their lore. 50s technological acceleration, so yeah, okay. Well, anyway, we're not, we could talk, I could talk this to death. I won't. Down with the Czar, feed the people. He says they're bad, Mr. Candelabra Head. Okay. She makes it rain. They don't care. She breaks a dam. That's Maligula, who feels... Wait a minute. Who's the lady in the front? Could that be Raz's actual grandparents? Because she looks special, right? With the glasses. That's got to be his grandparents, and they're going to reveal that, right? Okay, she loses her mind, and that's that. Okay. Morona and Lazarus. Kurlovia is not a real country. Raz would be 54? Ugh. You could say the 80s were a crazy time. Weren't they, though?
Can Donatella balance the duties as a mother with the demands of the circus? Join her at the Razorback Arena and witness this incredible balancing act in person.
What is that? Oh. Absolutely no diving.
Right up to the wheel of endangerment and behold the daring father-daughter team of Crazy and Augustus Aquato. One will live, one will die. Maybe. Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Oh my goodness. Circus life really is crazy,
See
isn't
the
it?
strongest boy on earth, Creepy Aquato, as he lifts weights that are, frankly, quite alarming.
Oh no! Oh no! Primetime storytelling ages. It is primetime storytelling ages. There's just certain details you leave out and reveal later as the kids start to grow up. And that's how you get to tell them the same story over and over again, but then you add juicier and juicier details.
Control merry-go-round.
Okay, we know what to do here.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die. Okay. Oh.
Aw, the ride's over. Let's do it again. Time for my amazing show of strength.
Phew, the children are safe. Good job, Rasputin.
Ooh, what's this over here? Oh! Okay, I got it. How was I supposed— oh. This ladder. I love it.
They say this balancing act is impossible, foolhardy, and quite entertaining. Come see for yourself right now at the Razorback Arena.
Ooh, a spool of thread? Okay, cool.
Round and round the wheel. Now, Raz, will Crazy kill her papa? No one knows.
Yay. Oh, can I get the tennis ball?
So done by now.
Yeah, whatever. Of course I can jump the ball that I'm rolling. Can people really do that? Like, does it take a special kind of ball, or... Because I can't imagine anyone being able to do this, but I've seen crazy things, so... Ah! Come on! Let me! Yay!
Yes.
But why?
Finally.
But why?
Well, it's something I don't need to worry about anymore.
Oh, don't move me to the next scene. Okay, good. Because back when I was your age, for real. Although, That's usually completely irrelevant.
The only thing sadder than a child stabbing their parent is when it happens without an audience. Don't let this sacrifice be for nothing!
Who's stabbing their parent? What are you talking about?
Step right up to the wheel of endangerment and behold the daring father-daughter team of Crazy and Augustus Aquato. One will live, one will die. Maybe. Who knows? Only one way to
Better
find
go up this
out.
way. There, this'll work. By the time I was your age.
Will Crazy kill her papa? No one knows. Be a big girl and throw knives at daddy.
I just don't feel good about it after last time.
After last time.
Papa, your leg! Now pick up a...
This probably calls. Oh, I already have it equipped.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Raz?
Nope.
Good job! Keep going, Raz! Pretty good! Ah!
Oh, now he's moving? Alright, I guess I just gotta do close enough. Let's go for low. Okay.
You did it, my boy. You're my favorite son now.
Wait, what
Oh
was
no.
that? Wow. Flea Dad tells it like it is.
Jeez.
My turn to throw knives at Dad!
Not the most functional family. But at least they're all alive.
That's right, Nona.
Okay, all the children are safe. No? I will show you my little secret. Come with me to the high dive.
Okay, Nona. You got to meet and know all the founders personally. Oh, absolutely. The other thing I could see happening, though, is that, you know, this is just the damaged mind of an individual that is believing this crazy fantasy about Psychonauts and meeting the founders and just like this entirely made-up reality to cope. I mean, I don't think it is, but you could take the story writing makes things really flexible when they've introduced the concepts that they have. It's like, we could take this any direction we want.
Where?
Oh, a suitcase tag.
Nona, what are you doing?
Getting out of here, and you're coming with me.
Nona! Oh no!
But there's no curse, dude, remember? A drug-induced trip? Absolutely.
Suitcase tag. Gotcha.
I like the way they did that tape. That's kind of cool. Free therapy, essentially, to Raz. I'm telling you, dude.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
The high dive.
What am I doing?
But there's no water in the teacup. Well, I guess... was there?
Ford, our circus didn't have a quilting area.
I didn't make this.
It's like
I
Yoshi's
created
Woolly
that two-bit
World.
flea circus to make Lucy forget who she was.
And Kirby's
But it looks
Yarn.
like she escaped.
Epic Yarn. I have both of those games. They're super fun.
Stinky Dam is over this way.
Wow.
Wow.
Guess you learn a thing or two when you live with fleas.
My goodness.
Here's is the steamer trunk tag?
Something up yonder hill? No.
Yep.
Oh, well. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Oh.
I'll take this nugget.
Hey, thank you for that lurk lost. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Oh, what? How do I get up to that?
Yep.
What? Wait, what? Huh? Oh, there's a fire. Oh, let's start a fire. Not dangerous in a yarn world at all. What's up with these pins, though? Really, you're gonna tell me I can't pick up any of those pins in this little thimble? Okay, game, sure.
What's this?
It's Lucy and your father. Well, this must be one of the first real memories she formed after the astrolabe procedure. Your father was put into an orphanage after his parents were drowned. I locked Maligula away, deep in Lucy's mind, to make Lucy herself again. Then I got your father out of that orphanage, buried some of his more, traumatic memories, and brought him to her.
Why?
Well, they were both all alone in the world. The only family the other had left.
My sweet little Gussie. Let's keep moving.
Wait!